If your resolution isn't pulling you forward, if your goal isn't powerful enough to draw you to it, to get you to take the action needed to achieve it, then we need to talk. And this episode's for you. This is the Enjoy Life podcast. If you feel overwhelmed or stuck and you want to break free so that you can find your power to take action to achieve your goals and enjoy life, then you're in the right place. Welcome, my friend. I am glad that you're here. My name is Nick Mazie, and it's my desire to be your guide through this material so that you can choose your mindset, goals, and actions so you can guide your life to go in the direction that you want to go and enjoy it. Now let's dive right in. Hello, and welcome to episode 156 of Enjoy Life. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're joining in. I know this is a new year, and sometimes that's just a great time to really make sure that we're setting goals for ourselves, that we're moving in the direction that we want to go. It's a good time to just check in, make some adjustments, make some improvements. Yeah, there's no magical power about the new year for making changes, but it makes it easier on us. It's clearly a new beginning, a new year, so we might as well put it on our new selves, and pursue what we want our future selves to be. I think it's a great time to do that, so I'm glad that you're here and that you're open to that. And so we did talk about in the very beginning, that little intro. We are going to be talking about, maybe some resolutions or goals that aren't quite as powerful as they could be. And when you really do make them really powerful and that resonate with you, it's going to make it so much easier for you to take the action and move forward, because they're going to help pull you forward, which is just an awesome thing. So we definitely want to take advantage of that. But before we really dive into the episode, so just know that I have some great material, at least I think it's great. I've been working really hard on it. That's going to be coming up to share with you in the future episodes. You're not going to want to miss any of it. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast, because there's like a million podcasts out there, and you don't want this one getting lost in the noise and not catching some of the material that could help you to take the action that you want for your life. So make sure you subscribe to this podcast. And also, if one particular episode, or if this episode resonates with you and you know that it would be able to help somebody else that you know, make sure you share it. Just share it however it's easy for you. You can give them the nickmazie.com website, or just tell them to search for Enjoy Life Nick Mazie on their podcast app, and so they can get it too. All right. So on to today's episode. Today we're talking about those resolutions or goals that aren't quite as powerful as they could be. So if one of these resolutions, if you set one of these resolutions that I'm about to mention up for 2021, then definitely pay attention. All right, because here's some of the popular New Year's resolutions. To exercise more. Exercise more. Okay, that sounds all right, but that is a popular New Year's resolution, and it's not a good one. All right, to exercise more, to eat healthier, to spend more time with family and friends, to lose weight, or to live more economically. Now, I'm saying, those are all, they're wonderful things. In fact, most of them I want to do. Honestly, I'm exercising to get stronger and to add a little bit more muscle, not necessarily to lose weight, but whatever. All those things, to exercise more, to eat healthier, to spend more time with family and friends, to lose weight, or to live more economically, all those are good things. They're good things. Improving your health and well-being, spending time with loved ones, being intentional with your money, that's great. I love them. But there's an enormous problem. There's this huge problem if those are your exact resolutions, or any of them. Really are exact resolutions that you've set. There's a big problem. And it's because, vague resolutions are crap. They're junk. They're junk. Think about it. If you want to exercise more, and you're not getting any exercise right now, then if you exercised for 2 minutes on one Saturday morning, you would have made your resolution for the entire year. You're done. You don't have to do it anymore. You can go back to the couch and forget it. Well, that's not exactly how you want it to work. In fact, often it's not that you've done just a very tiny bit and all of a sudden you give yourself a break for the rest of the year. Oftentimes, people set this resolution to exercise more. And then they try to change every single thing that they do and spring into this massive amount of action, and to have this extensive exercise habit. And then they can't maintain that because it's incredibly hard to change everything and all your habits in an entire year. And then they end up failing at their resolution. And all that's junk. All that's junk. And that's why one of the ways to add a lot of power to your resolution and goal is to focus on the power and clarity. When you get really clear, not vague, but you get really clear on what you want, why you want it, and what it will take to get it, that's going to help you to have a more powerful resolution. It's not to exercise more. It's to, this is how much you want to exercise, and this is how you're going to get there, and this is why it's important for you to be exercising more. You'll get clear on the benefits of doing that, and you'll get clear on like the small step that you're going to take in order to achieve it. See, another issue is with resolutions is that they're very far off things, and they often require this enormous amount of change from your current situation to get to where you want to be. And that big resolution that you want to get to, it's so far off that you're not going to enjoy the benefits for a long time. Of course, it's incredibly difficult to go from exercising 0 days a week to an hour and a half a day, 5 days a week. That's huge. That change is terribly difficult. Maybe to get where you want to be with your health, family, finances, your job, whatever else. Maybe it is going to take massive change. Okay. But you don't have to do it all at once. You don't. That's where the challenge with some of resolutions is that they're either too vague, where you're not really getting specific on what kind of changes you're going to make and how you're going to get there and why it's important. You don't really use that power and clarity. But also, since it is a massive change, we think that, I got to change all this stuff all at once or I'm a failure at this resolution. No, please, no. After you get really clear, use that power and clarity. After you get really clear, know that small shifts over time lead to enormous changes that you can maintain. That maintain part, that's huge. We want the big changes. We want the massive changes so that we can have this life that we want. I want that for you. I want you to have, the big changes in your life so that your life can be more how you want it to be. Yes, I want that. Well, you got to figure out a way to be able to maintain those changes. And it's the small shifts over time that lead to the enormous changes that you can maintain so that you can continue to enjoy them. See, that's what I call the OSTAT technique. OSTAT. It's all it is it stands for one small thing at a time. One small thing at a time. So you can do one small thing at a time, and it's that one small thing over time that can give you all the progress that you want. And it leads to the lasting changes that you can keep. Because that's where you want it. You want the lasting changes that you can keep for your life. And one small step at a time, you can just kind of keep taking those small steps to get there. And you keep making progress. You keep getting a little bit better. You keep getting more in line with the ideal life that you want. And over time, those changes are massive. It's like that old saying of, it doesn't matter how fast you're going as long as you don't stop. That's where these small steps are helpful. You just can keep taking them. And then what's really cool is that when it's a really small thing, it's really easy to do a really small thing. And then it makes it easier on yourself. And you get into the habit of taking that positive small step, going in the direction that you want. You get into the habit of doing it. And that makes it even easier. So it ends up just being a home run. Because remember, so you want to get clear on exactly what you want. This is the power and clarity. You'll get clear on what you want. Try to clarify the specifics about that goal. Like, how are you going to know you're successful at it? It's not to exercise more or eat healthier. It's, I'm going to go to the gym for this many times a week for this long, or I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to go for a walk. Start where you're at. I'm going to go for a walk for this many minutes, this many times a week. I'm going to go for a 10-minute walk 3 times a week. Okay, that might be a good step for you. Maybe not, depending upon where you're at, but that might be a good step for you, just going for that short walk 3 times a week. Because that can be that one small thing that you do. So you get really clear on the specifics of your goal, starting where you're at, why it's important to you, what are the benefits that you're going to get. The more clear you get, the more power you're going to give to this resolution of this goal. And then you're going to achieve it one small thing at a time. One small thing at a time to achieve it. Don't discredit the power just because it's a small step. There's power. There's power in clarity, and there's power in those small steps. So you use that unstuck technique. Use the power and clarity, so that you can make some of that progress that you want. Get unstuck if you're feeling stuck right now. Also these are great for conquering that overwhelm, because you can't do it all at once. You don't have to do it all at once. And there are some other simple techniques, in addition to just the OSTAT and the power and clarity, that can give you the progress that you want. I've made a simple, easy-to-use tool that can guide you to which technique you should focus on first. You can go to nickmazy.com/GKSQ. And use that little tool. It's a simple little quiz. We're just going to ask you a few questions to kind of zero in on what might help you to break through right now. Once again, just go to nickmazy.com/GKSQ. Use that tool. Start making progress today, because this is your life. I want you to enjoy it. I want you to move forward into the direction that you want to go. I want you to take that action so that you can guide your life to go in the direction that you want to go, so that you can achieve your goals and enjoy life. That's what I'm here to help you do. All right. Thank you for listening to today's episode. Make sure you subscribe too. I got some great stuff coming up. You're not going to want to miss it. All right. Take care, and I'll talk to you again soon. Not much can be better than learning and improving and bettering ourselves while being efficient with our time. That's why I like listening to things that help me to improve my life while I'm driving, while I'm getting some exercise or doing errands or housework, anything like that. If I can learn while I'm doing something else, that's like extra bang for my buck. If that's something you're interested in, then you definitely should check out Listenable. Listenable is a full platform of audio courses where you can learn information and skills on thousands of topics. Everything from self-development, how to handle stress, how to read more, how to interview, do presentations, anything. You can even get free access for 7 days to explore as much as you like. You can get that through my affiliate link. That's nickmazy.com/TListen. That's the letter T, listen. Start your free trial today. Learn some new skills, achieve your goals, and enjoy the life that you want. Start today.